Then they just plop you out here like a naked baby in the woods. How about that? Look, kiddo, it's probably a lot for you to take in, so, why don't you let me show you the ropes? What do you say?
What is this lump? Is this my rib? Oh, holy shit, my rib is poking through my side? Oh, I'm all numb. You gotta look and tell me.
Derek! You go, man! You're a vampire, aren't you?
Can someone call my grandma, please?
Now never speak to me about that again.
The man on the couch. The lone wolf. All others, tread carefully.
I'll tell you, crazy stuff happens all the time, and it's like we just get used to it, just going our way, But this, I don't know, these killings are chilling.
A newly produced member of the Damned lingers in their newfound haven after the worst one-night stand of their lives. But how do they end up there in the first place? Let's find out. Together.
I want to show you something.
Good evening. My fellow kindred, my apologies for disrupting any business or interfering with prior engagements you may have had this evening. It's unfortunate that the affair that gathers us together tonight is a troubling one. We are here because the laws that bind our society, the laws that are the fabric of our existence, have been broken. As Prince, I am within my rights to grant or deny the kindred of this city the privilege of siring. Many of you have come to me seeking permission, and I have endorsed some of these requests. However, the accused that sits before you tonight was not refused permission. Indeed, my permission was never sought at all. They were caught shortly after the embrace of this child. It pains me to announce the sentence, as, up to tonight, I considered the accused a loyal and upstanding member of our organization. But as some of you may know, the penalty for this transgression is death. Know that I am no more adjudicator than I am a servant to the law that governs us all. Let tonight's proceedings serve as a reminder to our community that we must adhere to the code that binds our society, lest we endanger all of our blood. Forgive me. Let the penalty commence. Which leads to the fate of the ill-begotten progeny. Without a sire, most childer are doomed to walk the earth never knowing their place, their responsibility, and most importantly, the laws they must obey. Therefore, I have decided that...
This is bullshit!
All I'm saying is that he better not do it.
If Mr. Rodriguez would let me finish. I have decided to let this kindred live. They shall be instructed in the ways of our kind and be granted the same rights. Let no one say I am unsympathetic to the plights and causes of this community. I thank you all for attending these proceedings, and I hope their significance is not lost. Good evening. Your sire. Tragic. My apologies. But you see, there is a strict code of conduct that all of us must adhere to if we wish to survive. When anyone breaks these laws, they undermine the well-worn fabric of our centuries-old society. Understand my predicament. Allowing you to live makes me directly responsible for your subsequent behavior. So, what I'm offering is not generosity, but the opportunity to transcend the fate woven by your sire. This is your trial. You will be brought to Santa Monica. There you will meet an agent by the name of Mercurio. He will provide the details of your labor. I've shown you great clemency. Prove it was more than a wasted gesture, fledgling. Don't come back until you do. Good evening.
After the voices in their head told them to die, they got accosted by the smiling man.
Scene, man. Woo-wee. Then they just plop you out here like a naked baby in the woods. How about that? Look, it's probably a lot for you to take in, so, why don't you let me show you the ropes? What do you say?
Rustling
ropes man. And you're a goddamn Malkavian, too. Wow. You really are fucked.
They were told that they were Malkavian, meaning that they were more of the batshit persuasion amongst the kindred, the bloodsuckers.
You look wobbly. You even had a drink yet? Oh, man, we're popping a cherry here. You're gonna love this. All right, check it out. Blood, it's your new rack of lamb, your new champagne. What's your new fucking heroin, kid? Get ready, though, because, hey, it's never as sweet as the first time.
After broaching the topic of taking in the sanguine drink, he led the fledgling towards their first sippies. First, a businessman sort that the young blood pounced on with glee.
You got the blood, you're feeling all kick-ass, feeling better than your best day living, but wait, it gets better. All kindred, that's our word for vampire. All kindred have a few things in common. Things that set them right square above humans on the food chain.
Before moving on to more reality lowdown that's interrupted by some rapscallions causing a ruckus.
You get inside here and head upstairs. We'll meet up in a bit. I'm just gonna go see what the ruckus is.
It was in the chop shop that Jack told them a bit about the Sabbat, crazed shovelheads on the warpath for their zealot sires.
The Sabbat? They're someone's hoping to spare this shit till later. The Sabbat. They're mostly mindless, bloodthirsty assholes. That's all you need to know, right?
They were then shown a fraction of the power that the sheriff possessed. The fledgling's skills at getting into places they weren't wanted proved useful in their new unlife, reuniting with the talking dog.
Shortcut. Well, nicely done, though. Not exactly an angel in life, were you?
Where they proved proficient in hacking computers by finding the password lying around. In a back alley, they were confronted by two more unhappy mongrels that get taken out by Jake. Who then showed them how to suck off the homeless during times of mild need. before then moving into making out with rats when it wasn't really all that needed at the time. After slaying their first kindred, they would go on to kill another, while sparing the other two to allow them to go and suffer in other fun ways. Bender then supplied them with every American's best friend, a loaded firearm.
They've probably seen too much. Here, take this 38. Fucking pea shooter, but a few shots and it'll take down a human. Well, I'm gonna want it back, so don't go die and lose it. I don't use guns much. They're noisy, they're clumsy, practically useless against vampires, but still, a kindred's gotta keep up with the times. And in modern-day Los Angeles, that means coming strapped.
After busting some caps and some bottles, they made out with rats that survived their bloodletting, yet found themselves be struck by the batshit beauty's schoolgirl uniform. After disposing of the hood's finest, gangbangers trying to take on vampire jihadists, they are once again visited by the spirit of scurvy.
If you make it back, stop in at the last round. It's this bar downtown. I'll fill you in on the politics. Now that's the stuff that'll kill you. Good luck.
And then skedaddle on out of there in a yellow submarine with their dad. And that's how they found themselves to be smack dab in the middle of this mess. They took stock of their environment, grabbing blood from the fridge and estrogen from the bathroom, while also checking on the radio and the TV for anything worth hearing.
So, who do I have the pleasure of speaking to?
Hi, Deb. This is, Vigo.
Vigo? So, Vigo, why are you up so late?
I'm working a late shift here at the yacht club.
How many boats?
Morning, who says he smelled it a mile away. The mystery creature is thought to be some form of giant octopus, though marine biologists that have examined the monster have commented that they have never seen anything like it in the cephalopod family before. They speculate that it could be from a yet undiscovered family of sea creatures. Our top story tonight, a derelict ship found floating 10 miles off the Los Angeles coast earlier this morning was towed into the port of Los Angeles a few hours ago. The ship was spotted around midnight by fishermen who contacted the Coast Guard after their attempts to hail the ship proved futile. Coast Guard officials are releasing very little information.
Left with notes and some cash, as well as emails, they had multiple paths before them that needed to all be traveled eventually.
By his high-speed river's crash was due to a mechanical problem and that the state's destruction. Miraculously,
breaking into their neighbors' homes, they found a book for perverts that linger in the shadows, perfect for a newfound slurper of more than just one bodily fluid. After slurping up their new favorite human juice out of a hobo, their first duty was to check on an associate of the Crown Jester of LA, a man that was having great difficulty at the moment keeping his ketchup in his ribcage. His Sans Undertale cosplay was never going to win any awards if he couldn't learn to keep his sauces well hidden.
Those mothers ripped me off. I'm dying here. Mercurio, if that's what you mean. Oh, shit, you're a Malkavian, aren't you? Damn, that's the last thing I need. I'm bleeding all over the carpet. I can't even understand what the hell you're saying. What is this lump? Is this my rib? Oh, holy shit, my rib is poking through my side? Oh, I'm all numb. You gotta look and tell me. Goddamn chemist. Can't trust any operators in L.A. I verified him. Organizations seem reliable. Guy mixes up speed. His crew sells it. Occasionally does explosives. I set up a drop.
As it turns out, trying to buy high explosives from speed freaks isn't the best move.
Yeah, if you could... Oh, something just started leaking. I need something for the pain. One more thing. About the deal. I mean it. You tell anyone about this, I'm dead. I'm begging you. I got a way of getting people what they need. You don't say anything, I can help you out.
Despite his failures, the Oracle had no intent on reporting him to his employer. Solidarity between the working classes, both living and dead, was more important than winning points with a man that helped Napoleon lose at Waterloo. On the way to pick up some cane pillars for the fuck-up, they ran into a man that explained what ghouls are, those that partake of the bloodletter's own fluid so as to boost their abilities.
There! You go, man! You're a vampire, aren't you? Hell yeah! Oh, man! I knew it! Oh, jeez, I knew you were! I just could tell! Oh, man, this is great! Then I saw your teeth, and I was like, damn, it was like I could just sense you. The name's Knox Harrington. Pleasure to meet you. Oh, man!
The man might be playing Pong with his one remaining brain cell, but damn if he wasn't having a great time. Probably because his master's clan curse didn't rub off on him.
Man, vampires are real and right there in front of my eyes. Blew my goddamn mind.
Please, wait your turn and you'll be seen.
Lying to the receptionist that they have a friend waiting for them, the fledgling ended up finding a young woman bleeding out while the only available doctor was working on a gunshot wound to the head. Whether the man was a courier or not, no one could say.
Can someone call my grandma, please?
To her flowed the blood of a newly made Nightwalker, creating their own blood bond with the failed fashion student. Sinking in their roses, she would find herself on a path colliding with the city's largest wrench to be caught up in the machinations of elders and fathers.
You... Who are you? Oh, what did you do? What did you do to me? But you did something. I kissed your wrist. I can feel it inside of me. What did you do? You. I feel like I know you. Like you've always been here.
After knocking a young woman's life off course, they found a book for the elderly on how to hack into computers. They immediately used this information to locate the indiscretions of the only doctor at the hospital before stealing his painkillers and then blackmailing the black male into providing financial compensation for his penile malpractice.
Wait now. What do you want? Deal. But I'm in the middle of something. I'll have to drop it off later. Now never speak to me about that again.
Before returning to the Swift God, the fledgling encountered a piece of Eurotrash that no longer needed its possessions.
What time is it? Nothing. No, nothing. Just waiting for a friend to get off work. He's a police officer. Old army buddy. He should be bringing his dog as well. It's a Rottweiler. Wonderful attack dogs, they are. Sure. I guess I could spare a few dollars. Here you are. Good luck getting back on your feet. My watch. It's a quantum limited edition. Only 50 made in the world. Quite irreplaceable. It was an anniversary present for my wife. Yes, well, here.
Holy Christ, I needed that.
Once the blooded man was given his sweet relief, they set out again to find the beach where he had gotten his shit pushed in without consent. On the way there, they stumbled upon police discussing a recent foul murder.
Humanity.
I gotta say, it's the second worst thing I've ever seen.
Poor bastard down there is torn in two. By the looks of it, you'd think someone tied him to two horses and raced them in opposite directions. What could you have possibly seen that was worse than what's down there?
It was about 3 years ago up in Malibu. I was down the beach. Looked like, I don't know, an attack.
Shark bite?
Nah, it ain't shark bites. This was something different. Whatever killed him. His head was missing, my hands were missing. And there were these huge slashes. But...
Bullshit.
No. The guy was literally slashed to ribbons. The worst part was I was waiting for the meat wagon and like something was watching me. It's wearing my badge today or something. Just got sick. For a split second, I thought like the squad car and get out of that place. This day makes me wonder what's real.
Maybe it was a werewolf.
Woo! All right.
Or a vampire.
Get it. See, this is why you didn't get invited to Hernandez's wedding, Ben.
Before they could even touch sand, a fellow seer stopped them.
Up there. Through that chain-link gate and up those stairs. Those men you are looking for. Never mind. You wouldn't understand. You had me. No, you are going to China. Why is he smiling? The father. Is it the father behind him? You chased it for the one at the top of the city. On the sea. Oh, on the ground. You found it in the crypt. It's open. Oh, it's open. Oh God, run! I'm sorry. Sometimes I see nothing. Disregard what I say. I don't know what I'm saying. Forget what I say. Fortune is not your destiny. All of us are unfortunate. Every time I sleep, the future plays out before me. I know the ending. It will end over and over until I cease to dream. I know your questions. For $100, I'll tell you what you don't want to hear. I need money to leave this place. Then ask again. The Crimson Ship. He's not who he says she is, and is going to burn. Dinosaurs. He's furious. The man with the crest. The voice in the darkness. Boss. Chinese brothers. Follow the lights to the end of the tunnel. Where do you want to go? The man on the couch. The lone wolf. All others. Tread carefully. Many. Everywhere. Some with swords, some with smiles. But I pity them. You are a remarkable foe. Those with a lot to say usually have something on their mind. There are many unique individuals around the city. It's almost as if they're waiting for you to ask the right thing. E, for example. Don't open it. Whether or not you win the game matters not. It's if you bought it.
Her words filled in cracks that the mirror had before they moved on to speaking with the other thin bloods of the city, of the Weeping Lady.
We know we can't hunt round here, all right? We're minding our own business. No reason to hassle the weaklings.
As it turns out, they've been chased off by the older generations of kindred, left to take shelter where the land meets the sea. Detritus washed up on the beach, but in reverse. The lettered man wished for them to locate his white herbaceous flower, but that is a reunion for later in the evening.
Nights? There's a lot I've got left to say to her.
They then encountered a young man who is ripe for some girl boss gaslighting to lighten his load of cash. He believes in the legends of films from a bygone era, the 1980s.
Where? And what game is he playing? I really need to find him. If the head vampire dies, we all become human again, right? Okay, but first I have another question. How about blood transfusions? If I get a full blood transfusion, I can become human again, right? Unicorn blood? I'll buy it. I'm gonna go get some money. Come back in a little while.
Checking in on the pier, they then stumbled upon the site of the foul murder. A man seemingly flayed to bits. Before long, their hunger got the better of them, and they partook of a pig. To gain access to the cook, the new blood dealt with the roided-up attack dog non-lethally at the start, before moving on to combat the metaphysics of this reality in order to gain access to where the junkies had hidden Mercurio's money.
Okay, yeah, listen up, girl. Cash money up front, and that is non-negotiable in your case. So we're clear? I have got not one moral fiber restraining me against hitting a bitch should she get out of line. You understand? That said, what can I do to make you feel like the world is your bucket of fudge rippled with walnuts? My staff maintains at all times a 24-karat smorgasbord of A+ narcotics guaranteed to make the competition shit seem like a weak cappuccino in comparison. White, green, blues, reds, black, pick a color. I like my balls where they are right now, thank you very much. Shit, you have got to be one of the stupidest motherfuckers in existence. What'd I tell you when you came in here, huh? Get the boat ready, boys. We going shark fishing.
Not finding purchase with a threat, they had to then make good on that threat and eliminate every individual on the property, along the way stealing what goods were available. They then made good on their scamming of the Nervous One, eventually sending him to try and kill the king of all bloodsuckers, the President of the United States.
You won't have to live like this anymore. I'm going to kill the head vampire.
From the Shattered Seer, they learned more of the killer on the loose before loosening themselves back onto the streets of Santa Monica.
Murder. Yes, the killer is dead. He moves soon and travels to the heart of the Angeles, to the home of the stars, and then returns fulfilled and emptied once again.
To the fleet-footed one they went, telling him of their fixing of his failings.
Yeah? Did you waste those sons of bitches? Good. Great. Hope it was painful. Did you get my money back? Oh, you're a lifesaver. I might have to buy some new kidneys with this. You need to make someplace disappear. A warehouse. Looks to be a Sabbat interest. There's a guy. I never met him, but I heard a lot about him. His name is Tongue. Bertram Tongue. He's one of you types. If there's anyone who knows more than me about this city, it's him. Unfortunately, Tongue's hiding out at the moment. Tongue's laying low because of Therese. Therese Vorman, you know her? Anyway, word is Therese and Tongue are feuding. I don't know the details. My take's that Tongue thinks he's about to get whacked, so he's gone underground till Therese calls it off. If you want to put that warehouse into orbit anytime soon, you're gonna have to get Therese to call off the feud. She and her sister Jeanette, they run the asylum. Some freaky customers frequent that place. I try not to do business there. She's the woman around here. Power player. Nice looking broad for a dead chick, but personality like stone. Therese I don't like, but I can respect her. Jeanette's different. I don't know what to make of her. She's a little, you know, in the head. I don't know. Therese is, well, like you. And I would think so's Jeanette. But I hear rumors about her. Call me old-fashioned, but I just can't talk about that kind of thing in front of a woman.
The Walking Dead of the city are feuding like teenagers in a hallway, and as the man displays sexism towards the fledgling, they remind him of their capacity to render him into their eunuch.
But I asked the main man, and he says you types, you know, can't or don't or do that kind of thing. Anyway, whatever she is, I hear Jeanette's a wild girl.
She is the sort of woman that the newfound kindred would very much like to meet, and as the half-dead man rambles about other inhabitants of the tearful town, they take in all that they could about the denizens.
Crafty. Smart guy. I haven't heard anything bad about him. What's to tell? I can get anything anyone wants at any time. Could say it's my calling. Till the astrolite. Wasn't anything I couldn't handle. Well, back east some shit went down. Big Apple can't go back. I hate LA, but what are you gonna do?
This includes a local druggie that can provide them with more firepower, the sort of thing that every American needs ample access to.
I'll give him a call, he'll sell to you. It's the least I can do.
While meeting with Tripp, they were told of the city's descent into oblivion, before getting down to business.
Yeah, it's freaking me out, to be honest. I'm open all night and Santa Monica police don't rank amongst the nation's most worthy. Oh, I don't know. I heard earlier someone at the pier got ripped up like that poor bastard in Long Beach the other day. I'll tell you, crazy stuff happens all the time, and it's like we just get used to it, you know, just going our way, do-do-do. But this, I don't know, these killings are chilling.
Such business included bringing the man some feel-good tablets from the House of Healing. Along their way on the other side of town, they came upon a doomsayer saying his dooms.
Feast of the guilty! Corruption of the soul is pandemic! There is no hiding your true face to the judge of souls! Redemption cannot be bought and sold! There is no mercy for the deviant!
They then located the fabled Key Master, a bondsman in need of location services regarding his favored gunman. He also savors the descent of the city, and brings him more money as the pigs fill their quotas and jail cells. Given the key to the man's apartment, they checked his crime pewter before heading back out to check in on a diner where the Lily was last seen.
Mr. Milton, you know who this is, and I do hope you realize that we're still on for tonight. Meet me at the agreed-upon location across from the bar by the underpass. Bring your associate, Mr. Durbin, as it is a two-man job that I am proposing. With any luck, the two of you are already on your way, and I shall see you soon. Goodbye.
Inside, they overheard a fanged man on a phone discussing shady associations.
I don't see how that's any business of yours. Goodbye, then.
The fledgling scammed the diner wench by posing as a health inspector.
You know, at least the last health inspector had the decency to make it clear when he was asking for a bribe. Here's $50. I get to live the dream for another exciting month. Yay.
Before getting the info on the Lily, as well as her belongings. They then returned to the domicile of Mercurio in order to check in on his neighbor, Carson, the bounty hunter, where they got a lead on where to go next.
These things. Anyway, the McGee case is getting weirder all the time. I found where he's been hiding and I saw some really creepy stuff down there. There was no sign of McGee. I'm gonna follow up on another lead I got too. I updated the files on the computer. This is Carson signing off. Man, that sounds stupid.
Moving on to trying to find the fallen flower, they popped open a trunk and then read the book that they had found at Carson's. A book on how to be a real American patriot before moving on to the diary of the Lost Lily. They set out to revisit the hospital, but that's a story for another night. We would like to thank our patrons over at Patreon. Connor, just Connor currently. As well as to those that helped bring us this game. Troika Games, RIP, for its best efforts despite the conditions they faced. Mark Reenhagen for coming up with Vampire the Masquerade, which snowballed into the World of Darkness. Good Old Games for making sure that this game was playable with minimum effort. Warner Spall, aka Wesp5, for his tireless work to patch up the game with more holes than the Amagura fault, as well as to restore cut content. First off, apologies for sound issues and the like. This game's audio mixing is dog shit at times. I do later up the audio for the voices so that they aren't drowned out by the music, but that'll be in a couple episodes since I didn't learn about that until about 6 hours into the game. But yeah, welcome to my Vampire the Masquerade series. I'm aiming to have a few of these out each week in October. There are growing pains associated with this new format, but I like to get the experience I need to really make games shine in their presentation. I am thinking, though, that I'll put out this one early. So if you're watching this and it's not in October, it's relevant to what I'm going to be talking about. So I did the math, I crunched some numbers, I looked how long it was taking me to make this, and I'm like, I don't know if I would have the time to do both this series and the big video for October. So I'm thinking about putting this out early, and then seeing how it performs, and if it performs well enough, I'll do the series, and then I'll do the big video as well, because then I'll know it's worthwhile. Because this took potentially 8 hours to make. But if it goes well, at the end of the playthrough, I'll have a big analysis video out. That may take a bit of time to come out if this episodic stuff doesn't work out as well as I had hoped, though. 'Cause yeah, 8 hours an episode, 3 of them a week, and then I've got other stuff I gotta do. I gotta keep also playing the game and also dealing with people's problems. If you'd like to support the channel, though, there's always my Patreon, but sharing the video with fellow Hot Topic rejects would also help a lot. And as always, I'd love to chat with you down in the comments about either this game, about my old man, about vampires in general, about spooky dooky stuff. This game's gonna have werewolf later, technically 2 werewolves. It's a lot of fun. But see you next time, and until then, stay safe, stay alive, and remember that trans rights are human rights.